All right, on the breadboard, of course, we have our kit. And this is the TRS Challenger. And let me get my faceplate for it here so you can see. This is the TRS Challenger. It's the 1400 SSB series. And what I'm going to do is use the larger display, which is right here. And that's going to look better up in this area. This is big enough now that we can use that display. Otherwise, we use the 0.96, and you can see the difference in the size display quite a bit. So that'll look really nice. And also, this has been kind of reworked by somebody. You can tell there's, you know, black tape and kind of funky soldered wires and stuff. We did have a problem, and one of the problems was the relay right there. That relay was bad. So that's an HB2, which are real hard to get because of their pinout. They're not made anymore. They haven't been made for a long time. I was looking for the original one. I didn't know what I did with it here, but I have some of those, and just coincidentally, that's the same relay that goes into the PA section of the AR3300s and those type radios. So I have a few of those around. So keeping it as original as possible. That's the sealed relay. It's a lot higher, you know, quality that it's sealed and dirt can't get into it, but that's as close to original as we're gonna get on that. So going ahead and taking out the channel selector, the PLL board down there, as you can see, is coming out, and I've got it just, you know, mocked up here with a little cap. It's a 100 picofarad cap going down here into the RF generator board. This is my little test board here. I do this before so that I can test everything, make sure it all works, and then when we're done, it all goes inside. So that'll be kind of nice. All right, well, as I go, we will get some more videos here for you and show you how the work is going. Yeah, it's a little continuation. Got the channel selector out of the unit, and what's nice again is those big giant LEDs gives room for the panel in there for the larger display, so that's going to work pretty good. Next, we're going to be wiring in the upper and lower sideband switch, which put on here just the light board that sits right back up in there. And that's the LEDs for the upper, lower, and AM sideband. And just put a couple little NPN transistors on there to switch it to ground. There's nothing on the switch. This switch is eerily full. But back in the day, you know, we didn't have a lot of computer control of things. It was more physical switching. So in a lot of the older rigs, you're going to have that switch right inside there. That's your mode switch. That's going to be pretty full. On the 148s and the 2000s and all those chassis like that, they have at least 1 or 2 spots that are open for switching. Right now, got the clarifier out. I'm going to pull the wires off the clarifier and get them hooked up to the kit. Yeah, look at that. Yep, TRS Challenger getting ready for the faceplate. And that skip's coming in good, huh? The receiver works great. Transmitter sounds good too. And another thing we're trying to do here is, if you notice on the back here, this is where the on the air light goes through. Okay, and that's where the channel display and all that. And what they did is they just took this piece, laid it in there like that, and used the tape over it, and you know, it held it in there, but it wasn't that great. And these are loose, falling. So like the channel display where we're going to put our 3D printed bezel, cleaning that up with some industrial grade alcohol, solvent, getting all that old tape and all that stuff off of there. And then we will use a different type of tape. This is a double-sided, it's about 1.5 mil thick. It's a double-sided sticky tape that is, you could pull a car with that stuff. It'll never come off in the rest of the lifetime of this. So just another thing we're trying to do to help get this good old Challenger back on the air and looking good. Well, look at that. It's all done, working nice. And you have the bigger display, which is always a good thing. So, yep, I think it's a really nice looking little base station. TRS Challenger, the 1400 series. And what else to say? The project's done. It works good. We did have to put this encoder knob from a Cobra style radio, just because the encoders we're using, we didn't have a splined encoder shaft. We had a D shaft, so we're sending that along with. And then if he finds another knob, we can put something else on it. But it really works good, and I think it's going to be fun for him. VFO mode, I believe, is another fun thing to do. Hit VFO mode and go in, and you can dial your VFO by any amount of kilohertz you want, or hertz, whatever you need. So that works pretty good. Everybody seems to be very happy with these. All right, gonna get this boxed up and sent back. Another DDS VFO. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to follow us and see some of the new things that are going to happen. I've got some new kits coming out. Have a good day.